Hello there, Cancer. Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. We are going to be doing your mid-December tarot card reading for the month of December 2023. So again, this is going to be a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's see what messages the universe may have for you. Okay, I see a lot of transformative cards here. Okay, so let's start it off. Talking about your recent past or long-term past here. The card that sticks out for me, we got the Three of Swords here right now. Three of Swords coupled with this Five, the Five of Pentacles. So here there could be a certain loss of love, if that resonates with some of you, or just any type of loss which caused a lot of emotional pain. Here with the Five of Pentacles as well, talk about being put out in the cold, if you will. Like, kind of saying that, you know, with this love, it probably made you feel a little cold. Also, in a certain sense, too, there could be a person, because also we see here, we got the King of Swords right here as well. You could have let go of someone, you know, this could be an air sign, you know, anyone in particular, someone who probably is more on that cold side. So here, as I said, with that Five of Pentacles, you know, these people are walking around in the cold alone, you know, thinking that they are not being taken care of and they really are going through it. Here, it could be on an emotional level as well. With that King of Swords energy, that person could have made you feel that way. Been very cold with how they communicated towards you. Cold in their arguments when they had to pop off, you know, something like that. But there's something saying here where you had to let go of someone or some type of situation where they really just kind of abandoned you in a certain sense, whether that be mentally, emotionally, whatever it is, even physically, talking about the Five of Pentacles, talking about really physical energy right there. Or maybe they just ghosted you, left you out in the cold, left you just completely asking a lot of questions. So here, that's something to consider if that does resonate with some of you. That if there is someone in your life that you have to let go of, understand it was for a reason. You know, everything does happen for a reason. You know, we may think sometimes that they were the one. Sometimes they are not. Sometimes we have to understand that things have to move on and people have to be let go of our life. So the things that are meant for us have room to exist in our existence. So as we move on from there, we have the Death card reversed. So here, I like this card especially because there's a lot of cards, especially toward the end right here, which is saying that you are on and have been on this transformative journey for a while. Going through pain and all the hardship and everything that comes with it, you know, it takes time. It takes time. And I think here with the death card, especially in the reversed, is saying that you have done the work. You have gone through this process of letting this old version of you die and saying goodbye to this person or situation, whatever it may be, that you're willing to let go of it finally say goodbye to it and be done with it. To let that version and that version of yourself and that situation, whatever it may be, to finally die. I say that because we also got the Ten of Swords here, talking about letting the ending of a cycle. And as I said, with the King of Swords, again, it could be an air sign of some kind, but this situation, Three of Swords as well, sorry, another Swords, it's saying that this situation really took its toll on you in terms of your mental health. You know, being ghosted, abandoned, let out in the cold in a certain sense, it all really screws with the mind. It screws with our self-perception as well. And it's very painful to do so. You know, so talking about this Ten of Swords here, it's saying that you're letting this old version of yourself die. You're letting this person who hurt you finally die. You're able to let go of this person and allow that person to no longer exist in your mind, to take up space in your mind anymore. And I also like seeing the Ten of Swords here because it's also saying that as you're letting this old version of you die, you are being reborn and transcended into something new. You're letting go of the physical pain of the past and you're being reborn and into a more spiritual self. You're letting that old person die so that you can be reborn once more. Eight of Swords right here, again, right underneath that Three of Swords. It's saying that maybe you've had to really learn how to get rid of any type of victim mentality. There's something here that says where, because the Eight of Swords, this person, even though they're surrounded and blindfolded and tied, all these horrible things where they are limited and cannot be moved and bound, this is all self-imposed. And that's what happens in the mind sometimes. Sometimes when we come across pain of the past, especially long-term pain, as I said, it takes its toll on the mind. And sometimes we start to believe and create these belief systems that say that we are unworthy, or we are unable to love, or we are unlovable, or that I am not worthy of love. All those things which are so not true. It's only true if you believe them. And trust me, anything that is based in fear or pain or hurt, that's not the truth, because that's not the full picture of life. You know, pain is part of life. There's no doubt about that, 100%. But it is not the absolute truth of who you are. So it's saying that as you're letting this old version of yourself die, you're letting go of any type of limiting belief system in terms of future love or love for yourself, especially. And also saying that you're able to let go and finally expand past this, to release yourself from the things that bind you to the past, that chain you to the past as well. And you're becoming, instead of the victim, the victor in a certain sense. So here, as we move on to the future outcome, I love this because it goes from all of these kind of darker cards, and you get stuff like this. You got the Queen of Wands right here. I see this reflected in this Eight of Swords. You get this one woman who is bound, who is trapped in a certain sense, feeling like the victim of life, of circumstance, but now you become the Queen of Wands from this process by learning how to heal yourself, to calm the mind, to release all the swords that hurt you in your mind, all the thoughts and belief systems that hold you back. By doing so, you become the Queen of Wands right here. Queen of Wands says that she is so self-assured in who she is, that she is able to be truly charismatic and magnanimous and just the center of attention. You know, people will be attracted and magnetized to you. And the thing I love about here is because you see that one little black cat on the bottom. A lot of people don't mention that, but she's only able to be this person by going through the darkness. This is like the yin and yang right here. You know, that's the yin energy, that one little spot in the light of the yang energy. Same thing. They cannot exist they need each other to exist in this world. So you can't just have all darkness. You can't just have all light. You need both. And so here, this lands right underneath that death card. So saying this is the transformation process. Again, as I said, from victim to victor. So here it's saying she is able to be this person because she is in touch with this darkness, this black cat. And she owns that cat. You know, she's saying that this is my pet, this is my friend. So much more so for yourself. This is my darkness, this is my shadow. I am friends with it. I've learned from it. It is not something that is painful to me. Yes, it can cause pain, absolutely. Cats like to scratch the hell out of you. You know, it can cause pain, but I've learned how to nurture that shadow and to calm it down when it does act up. So here it's saying the exact same thing, that you can become someone who is free from your bonds, back into your seat of power. Talking about power as well, we got the King of Pentacles here as well. I love this card in opposition to this King of Swords energy. As I said, King of Swords, sometimes with their intellects and their communication skills, they can just be very cold type of person. You know, if you're looking for new love or willing to be open to new love once more, you could be attracting the King of Pentacles instead. Someone who could be a little bit more level-headed, someone who's a little bit more resourceful or grounded in themselves. You know, they may have a more gentle approach to things as well. But also on a personal reading, it talks about, again, finding a new stability for yourself, finding resourcefulness, finding a certain long-lasting legacy from this emotional pain of the past. So here it's saying that you are able to transform a lot of this into a lot of good things, a lot of abundance for you here as well. King of Pentacles, super abundant in terms of all of the kings as well, saying that he is able to make things work. Being able to use the resources, example, or being able to use the things that is given to him, example, all the harsh circumstances and realities of life sometimes, being able to use that for his benefit. You know, you can use anything to a certain way that can benefit you. So here I see in this transformation process for some of you Cancers out there that you're using this as shadow work ultimately. You're learning how to keep in touch with the dark parts of yourself, and by healing them and by understanding them, not suppressing them, not ignoring them, not feeding them. That's not what you're doing. You're learning how to say, it's okay. What are the lessons that I'm learning from this so I can move on? What am I willing to let go of? What versions of myself no longer fit and I'm willing to let die? Again, that death card. What am I willing to let go of in order for me to move forward and to let myself heal into a new person? Again, eight of Pentacles here as well. Again, I don't see anything financial or money, but again, it's talking about doing the work. This man is creating these pentacles over and over and over, as you can see. He is doing this repetition, this detailed work. He's becoming a master at doing this. So by doing so, you are doing the work on yourself. You know, you're able to do the detailed, dirty work. Again, the shadow work, the getting down in the dirty, like down and dirty, grimy, deep parts of yourself, the shadow, the things that most people are afraid to look at, afraid to explore. So here, by doing so, you are doing this, by doing this work, you are transforming yourself. You are healing yourself. By doing so, you are becoming the master of yourself, talking about mastery over a skill. Here, I don't think it's specifically a skill. Maybe it could be actually the skill of healing. Absolutely. But more so, mastery over yourself, your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit, all those things, all the physical things that exist for you in this 3D realm. So here it goes from, I see a big journey coming from a lot of pain and trauma from the past, facing it and understanding that you have to let that go, that you have to transform into someone new, and letting go of any type of limiting or inner critic type of behavior or thinking that may come in the way. And you'll be transformed into a king, a queen, a master at your craft, all those things. So let's pull out some more cards and see what else the universe may have to say. Love that. Magician, yes. King of Cups, yes. What was it? Seven of Swords. Okay, oh, we got one card here as well. Single card that fell out. Oh, okay, yes, okay. So first of all, Magician, talking about the person who can make things happen and change. As above, so below. This man is pointing up and down. You know, he's able to say, you know, I can manifest, the ultimate manifestor, the magician. He uses all the tools of the tarot, all the different suits on his altar to make the reality, whatever reality that he wants. He's able to manifest everything. So here's, you're doing the exact same. I have a feeling with some of you, by going through this death process, this shadow work process, this is you doing that. You are bringing the shadow as below, so above. You're bringing the shadow to the surface for examination, for analysis, and ultimately you are processing of elimination some of the stuff that you know is not worth holding on to. And also you're bringing the light down onto it as well. You're bringing your light into your shadow. You're bringing your truth to guide you. So also look at this, to look at the darker parts of yourself and to not get trapped by them and to see them very clearly and objectively. So here this magician is able to manifest a new reality. I think that is very much going to be reflected in that death card as well. King of Cups, I love this. For some of you, if you're going to be open to new love, with all of these kings here, there's a lot of male energy or just a lot of like power in terms of control and power energy right here. King of Cups talks about a person who is in charge of their, emotional health, emotional well-being. Someone who finds stability in their emotions. So here, even though there's a lot of sword cards, the mind and heart are very much intertwined. Our mind affects emotions, etc., and vice versa. So here it's saying by going through this process, it's an emotional process, but by doing so, you will become the master of yourself, of your emotional tides, your emotional depth, everything like that. Again, you will find power in that. And it will manifest, as I said, with that King of Pentacles energy. You're using what is given to you. Stuff that you may not seem useful, but you find a way that it benefits you. Here, we got the Seven of Swords here as well. It says unstable effort. This is what I think this is what it means by that when it says unstable effort. It's saying that this is not easy, as I said before. Seeing all these sword cards and that death card as well, it's saying that not the effort is wasted or that it's useless. It's saying that the effort this is an unstable process. You know, it is not an easy process to do. Seven of Swords as well, it talks about tactics. It talks about a certain process or a certain plan of action here. So here it's almost saying that you're being tactical in terms of actually like seeing what is the illusions, because Seven of Swords also talks about lies and deception. So here you're being tactical and trying to see, okay, what is the truth here of this situation? What is the truth behind this pain? What do I have to be accountable for on my end, and what should I not be accountable for from that pain if it is another person who has caused it? So here that Seven of Swords is asking you to be tactical in your thoughts. Be objective, really. And try and use that ability to do so, use that objectivity to really see through the lies, see through the BS and the deception that sometimes pain can cause us and to cause us to think. So there's asking you to do that. This card just fell out of the deck. It was on the very bottom. Material happiness. Here talking about that King of Cups energy, and we have the Nine, I believe, the Nine of Cups right here is talking about by doing the emotional work, you're able to make this wish happen. As I said, you can use all of this emotional and mental work to manifest things on the physical realm for you. So by doing so, by calming the emotions and by learning how to navigate your emotions and mind in a way that benefits you, you will have material success and material happiness. Here I see that with the Nine of Cups, it's talking about, a certain wish that can happen. So here, if it's talking about healing, it's on the way. If it's talking about love, you are on the way toward that too. So here is asking for you to really try your best to navigate through these dark times, because ultimately there is an emotional and mental benefit coming from that. I can't believe I get some of these cards multiple times. Okay, to be fair, this was a card that was in another reading as well. Again, talking about those swords, when the mental game, as I said, you have to know what you should be accountable for, that was in your control, and you have to understand what was not in your control, So here you have to be fair with yourself. If there's certain pain that is attributed to someone else or some type of circumstance outside of your situation, let it be theirs to take. That's on them. That's on that situation. That's on that circumstance. So be fair to yourself as you're going through this process of elimination and letting this old version of you die. Be fair to yourself as you go through that. I see this here, chaos and conflict. As I said, it's not an easy journey to do shadow work and to heal. Healing is a very messy process. But when you get through it toward the end, when you feel like you finally healed from a certain aspect, then you can see the benefits from it. Then you can see, that's why it had to happen. And then you can feel better. But as you're going through it, you will come across chaos and conflict, that death card energy. So here, transformation, there are a lot of growing pains as you're growing into someone new. So understand that it is not an easy process, but understand it also, it is a very fulfilling process by going through it. Not ignoring it, not suppressing it, going through it. Here, mending, again, I have a feeling there's a lot of healing, as I said before, for some of you going through this, all of you Cancers out there. There's a lot of healing coming from all of this. There's a mending process from all of this, a mending of the heart. I keep seeing this at the Three of Swords right here. You're going to be healing yourself emotionally from a lot of mental anguish from all of this. As I said, the mental and emotional very much intertwined. The thoughts can hurt the heart. So here it's saying that you are able to remove those thoughts and belief systems that are affecting you emotionally, and your heart can finally mend into a place that is whole, not with no blockages, nothing getting in its way, and to be one emotionally once more. Let's pull out one last card for you. Let's see what we got. Action. Here, I think it's talking about action for yourself. This is all very much a personal journey for some of you that this reading does resonate with, but this is more of a personal journey, shadow work journey, healing journey, and all of that is more of a personal thing, but it takes action on yourself. And it's not asking you to take action on something else, something external. I think it's asking you to keep pushing forward. As I said, with this arrow pointing up, the only way you can get through a process or a dark night of the soul, if you will, is through it. You can't go around it. To go around it, you're taking longer, you're distracting yourself, etc. You have to go through it in order to find the light at the end of that tunnel. It makes it so much more difficult, I get it, but at the same time, it is the only way to get the enlightenment and the healing that you need. So that's kind of what I see here for all of you Cancers out there for the mid-month of December. A lot of healing, but going through it, there are a lot of benefits along the way. As I said, Queen of Wands energy, King of Pentacles energy, mastery, all of this stuff. And you'll be able to manifest the things that you want from this because you will understand yourself on such a more deeper level. So if this reading did resonate with some of y'all out there, please feel free to hit that like button. Also leave me a comment. Would love to hear from you guys and see what you're going through. And also consider subscribing to my channel if this did resonate, because I would love to keep in touch with y'all for future tarot card readings. But other than that, that's all that I see for you right now. Wishing you much love, much healing, because there are good things on the way coming from it should you go through that journey. So that's all I got for you. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.